Good night, everyone doing tonight. God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Sermon J. Spirit Divine. I'm here to give you some news on tonight. Um, First we're gonna start with new procedures for juveniles. Because we've been having so many young teens killing, doing so much killing. And a lot of them be like under 18 years old. They do the crime and they can't be prosecuted as adults. Because the age right now is 18 years old. So if they're killing at 12 years old, most likely they're going to get off because they can't do anything with them until they're 18. So the age of juvenile should be, it should start taking responsibility. It's just too much killing by juveniles and they can't be charged as an adult until they between 18 and 19 years old. So civil age for right now is 18 years old. Maximum age, if they doing a crime, is 21 years old. So anything under 18 years old, nothing can be done. They're going to hold them for a little while and let them go. But young teens is killing. We'll start taking responsibility, of their action. A child killing will be convicted as an adult. So I'm dropping the age. The age used to be between 18 and 19 years old. So I'm dropping the age to 16 years old. And we've been having killing younger than 16 years old. But I'm going to drop it to 16 years old. So civil age will be 16 years old. Maximum going to be 18. So it's going to be between 16 and 18 years old. We've been having killing at what, 12 years old? So if they commit a murder, a manslaughter, under 16 years old, will take responsibility. Will be in prison until they're 16 years old to be tried as an adult. Because it's just too much killing. And we getting killing at 12 years old. 12 years old. We had one at 10 years old. So I saw the news this morning. I'm going to put that out tomorrow. That's the reason why I'm putting this out, because 3 teenagers got killed by their friends, and they pretty much were like 12, 13 years old. 12, 13 years old. So I'm dropping the age to 16 years old. The maximum is 18 years old. So if they do any killing or getting any kind of criminal charge, under 16 years old will be whole until they're 16 years old and will be charged as an adult. So that's on a juvenile, because we had killing this morning. They called 2 of them, one was still on the loose, and these teenagers were no more than 12, 13 years old. So I just talked to you yesterday by 2 Democrats, what expel. So Tennessee 2 black Democrats was removed from their committee assignment following from a protesting in a chapel. Supporting a student who walked out of their school. And they wanted action. They wanted action, wanted action done, to take place to protect the kids that constantly keep on getting killed in these schools. So that what led to the protest. So they wanted action, and banning an assault weapon. Because most of the maximum shooting in the school are from assault weapon. And I banned the assault weapon, I guess they're trying to get the policies and everything together. So that's what caused these kids to be dead, these powerful weapons. So that's what they want action, to remove these assault weapons. So these 2 Democrats, heart was in the right place, fighting for what is right, saving our kids. So they stated, they stated they will put their body in front of a child to save a bullet to keep another child from getting killed. So they went about it the wrong way, protesting in the chapel, the wrong place in the wrong time, but for the right cause. So the community had picked these 2, because they was concerned They was concerned about the community. They was concerned about these kids had got killed. We saw the passion on it. That's all they're talking about now. The passion that these two have, all these kids that's getting killed. So the community had picked the community had picked these two. To be to sit at the seat of a Democrat. So these two, Justin and Jones, would not stop. They will keep on fighting, until they ban these assault weapons. Keep fighting for these kids to be protected, to be safe in these schools. So all these kids to be safe in these schools. So I request that Johnson and Jones be placed back in seat as a member of a Democrat. Because their heart was in the right place. Just at the wrong place. So their heart was in the right place. But we all concerned about these kids that died in these schools. The parents dropped them off, thinking they're going to be safe, thinking they're going to be learning, not knowing someone in a sick mind coming into school killing these kids. So we all concerned about these kids dying with assault weapon. You know, assault weapon had to be banned. They had to be banned from all the stores. These powerful weapons need to be in the military. That's who use these powerful weapons. American on the street should not be using these kind of powerful weapons. So that's what we that's the story on the two Democrats. I have requests for them to be back a member a seat on the member of the Democrat. So now we're gonna talk about the school. We still talking about all the safety. Just all the schools. Safety for the kids. Safety procedures. We want to make our kids our first priority. To keep them safe. In the school. So they have to there have been massive shooting ongoing, in the school, killing the kids while they're in school learning. So their parents dropped them off to learn, not knowing someone would come in, and kill their children. So I'm doing the best I can by banning assault weapons, but now I came up with an idea to have security monitoring cameras. So this will be a good idea here. So this is gonna be the procedure one. We're gonna have two on security. We'll be in one. They will be in a control room. Monitoring the cameras at all times. Making sure the cameras are where they need it. So this time, we'll be able to catch anyone that comes to school. That's why you're gonna have two security in that control room. So one go take a lunch break, one at a time. One go to the bathroom. You already have one in that room because we need to make sure these kids are safe. So we can have two on security in their own control room. Put the cameras wherever they need it at, where you think they're gonna come in. They've been coming in through the windows, the doors. Y'all have to start keeping these doors locked. You're gonna have two on security in a row monitoring cameras. That way you can catch them coming in the next time. And I'm gonna constantly pray it won't be a next time. Because I'm gonna constantly pray for these kids to be safe, because this have to stop. So one, we're going to have a control room. We'll have two on security guard in the control room monitoring the cameras of the whole school, monitoring the cameras in the classroom. Everything on the first floor have to have cameras. So two, you will still have an unarmed security guard in the school. That way, if you do see something, you already have a security guard down that you can call to hurry and catch anything that try to harm those kids. I'm going to keep on trying to find solution to try to help these kids to be safe. So three, make sure there are phones on the first floor. Make sure there's phone on the first floor. This is safe procedures for all kids, for all school, all over the state. So so we talk about the juveniles. You know, this morning I learned that you had three juveniles killed, three juvenile well that was their friends. Killed. And they also were like 12 years old. One was 13. You know, they called two. They had one still on the loose. So when I pull up the age right now for civil age is 18 years old. Maximum is 21. So between 18 and 21 years old, that's when they can get trial for adult. So in the meantime, anything under 18 years old is constantly having massive killing with kids that's 12 years old. 12, anything under 18 years old, we cannot touch or trial them for anything. So it's so much killing because they know they cannot be tried as an adult. But now, they're gonna start taking responsibility of their action. So I had changed the age to 16 years old, civil age to 16 years old. Maximum is 18 years old. Now anything under 16 years old, they're gonna be held in there in prison until 16 years old, and then they will be tried for as an adult. So we trying. I'm trying so hard to try to stop all this killing, all this shooting, all these guns have to start being removed off the street. And we tighten up these policies. A person of guns. Start taking them off the street. Have these teens. And they see that they're starting to be tried under 18 years old, and all that killing at a young age to start slowly. Slowly. Long as they know they under 16 years old and is killing somebody, and they just get out because they can't be tried as adult until they're 18. We're gonna constantly keep on having this. That's why the age have to change. The age have to change. So we also talk about the two Democrats yesterday had got expelled. But I requested they get back on seat as a member of the Democrat. Because I requested Johnson and Jones be placed back in seat as a member of the Democrat. Because their heart was in the right place. They're trying to save these kids. One of them said, "I put my body in front of a child. In front of a child. To make sure that child and get. I put my body in front of a bullet. So that's what he was saying. That he taking it real hard of trying to protect these kids. So their heart was in the right place. But it was just at the wrong place in the wrong time. So so they fit just right. A Democrat because they're very concerned, and then the community had picked them to be a Democrat because they was helpful and concerned about the community and what's going on and what's happening. Have put these bills up. And that's what they're constantly striving for, to assault weapon to be back. So and we just talked about the school. I came up with the idea of have a control room, have two security guards in the control room monitoring cameras all over the school. You know, uh, that's why they have two. One got to get up to the restroom or lunch break. You still have one because it's very important that they watch the monitor. And make sure they catch everything that try to come in because we need to protect these kids. We need to protect these kids to make sure, there's no one coming in through the windows, the doors, and everything. They have to watch the whole time until them kids are out their school. So that's all the news I have for you on today. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'll see y'all on the next video.